Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And today I'm going to be doing a review for My Hero Academia, Episode 11, Our Brawl from Season 5. And before I do this review, make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. So let's go ahead and get into today's episode. And man, I just want to say that it was so amazing. Uraraka, she was definitely the MVP in this round for Class 1A versus Class 1B. I thought that she handled everything well. Midoriya, he told her, I don't want you to be with me. I want you to go help out the rest of the classmates, and I'll be all right. It was also cool seeing Monoma have one for all. It was funny because it's like, I thought that he was about to use it, but then Uraraka, she takes him down, and she's just like, "There's nothing there. It's a fluke? Yeah, we'll call it a fluke, not a fluke. Like he was empty." And the reason why Monoma wasn't able to copy One for All was because Midoriya, you have to have All Might's hair. You have to have the quirk passed to you. So I thought that was interesting that he wasn't able to do that. Something else too that stuck out with me about this episode was when Mina was about to get attacked and Mineta, he jumped in the way and he had sort of a great shield. And I thought that was cool. And I was just like, okay, Mineta, I can finally defend you. But then he ends up smashing into Mina's boob, and then she ends up tossing him. But I mean, it was still cool because Mineta, he did do the right thing by saving her, because if not, then she would have ended up getting knocked out. I thought that when Monoma and Uraraka, when she was taking him to the jail cell, and he was pretty much talking about how, originally he could only have one quirk, but now he's able to have up to 3 quirks at one time. But he was telling Uraraka that it was a possibility that he had a 4th one. But I love the fact that Uraraka never said anything, because if she would have said something, she didn't know if he had Shinso's quirk. So, that's cool on Uraraka. Again, like I said, she was the MVP of this round for round 5. The fight between Deku and Shinso, I thought that it was really fun. This was their second match. This was the rematch. And Shinso, he felt like that he had something to prove, because the last time they fought each other, it was kind of, I guess you can say, like a fluke, where Shinso thought he had it in the bag, whereas this time, it's like he had trained for this. We saw a flashback of him with Aizawa, and Aizawa was pretty much showing him how to use the bondages that he uses when he fights people. So I thought that was just cool seeing that. And I also thought it was cool that Shinso, he ended up passing the course as well, and that now he is going to go into one of the hero courses. So I thought that was cool for him. It was cool seeing just Shinso's growth, especially when we first saw him in season 2. I just thought that all of the heroes from Class 1A and Class 1B did an amazing job, especially Class 1B, because like I said, when we were first starting these reviews for Season 5, that they had something to prove, and they really did. They proved themselves to Class 1A, and all this means is that Class 1A, that they do need to step up their game, because it's just like when you think that you're the best, and you think that you don't have to improve to go further beyond plus ultra, there's always somebody waiting to knock you down a peg. And I don't know if you guys have seen Rocky 3. That's one of my favorite Rocky films, but that was kind of the situation that happened with Rocky when Clubber Lang came along. It's like Rocky just kept on doing these fights and he kept on winning, but it's just like these guys that he was fighting, like they weren't a real challenge until Clubber Lang came around and he whooped his ass. So again, amazing episode. Also, too, this is the 99th episode, like in the order of all of the episodes. So next week's episode is going to be episode 100. And I can't wait to see that, because as we saw in the trailer, Eri was in it. And you already know when Eri is around that it's going to be a fun time. And yeah, I just can't wait to see it. So let me know, how did you feel about Class 1A versus Class 1B as a whole? Were you disappointed that Class 1B didn't win? Or do you think that it's cool that Class 1B was able to show off and show what they could do, and they're just as good as Class 1A? Or did you know that Class 1A was going to win? Like, did you know from the start that I put all my money on Class 1A, they're going to take this? And yeah, let's talk about it in the comments. You drop a comment, I'll respond to it. Thank you for watching this review. Make sure that you follow me, your hero Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can look me up on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Like I always say, keep that pinky up and stay positive. Thank you again for watching a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.